Hey guys, welcome back to another Flesh and Blood video. This video is proudly brought to you by the House of Cards, the official sponsor of my stream. Be sure to check out the link in the description below for all of your Flesh and Blood needs. So, following the big weekend in Chicago from the Min-Max tournament, Azalea had a huge breakout. The finals was an Azalea mirror. I don't know that that's something I was ready for. So, in kind of in honor of that, I decided that tonight I was going to play Azalea. Now, these are a couple of games from my stream tonight that I played. I really enjoyed the deck, and honestly, it's quite a bit of fun. Azalea can do some pretty broken things, and it's kind of abusive to certain mechanics of the game. Her ability can be really dumb and really just allow you to push through damage. A lot of her newer cards are really cool. You have a lot of cool on-hit effects that are kind of taxing to your opponent. It used to be that when I played against Azalea, the only thing I was ever really worried about was red in the ledger. But honestly, Azalea has a lot of cool on-hit effects, and I really like the way that she plays, and she's a lot of fun. So if there's some mistakes in here, I'm sure there is. Bear with me. These were some of my first games I've ever played with Azalea and the Ranger class in general. But thanks for stopping by, guys, and I hope you enjoy the video. Let's see, when okay. So you took that and let's block the first one. And we'll block that one, take two. Also, here after this game, can I play a game of Tree Frog into you and Azalea? Whenever me and Nick are done, yeah, absolutely, man. Like, you want me to text you whenever we finish playing and we can play a game. So I can go Lace. I can play this. I mean, I guess I can start with Activate Death Dealer. Put this in, draw card. And it goes in face up, so we'll play this, we'll play this. All right, 11 on hit, make a Bloodrot Pox token, and that's it. Go for it? Okay, yeah, I'll shoot you text, man. Yeah, so this one of your equipments gets a -1 counter if this hits, and you get a Pox token if it hits. Oh, 2 Sigil of Solace to start the game. Turn 0 Sigil of Solace is pretty good. Nick, you there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm here. Yep.
And a sink below? Alright, well, I got your whole hand, so that's okay.
Hold on. I didn't crown. I didn't ask me to crown.
Hang on, we might need to start over the turn here.
My bad.
No, you're good, man. You're good. So we'll click out of this. We're gonna go Death Dealer, pitching this, put this in, play this, come in for 11. Yep. Do you remember the Briar deck from the old back calling that ran every blue 3 non-block, every blue 3 block non-attack and all the 3 for 7s? I think that deck could be really good right now with aggro getting hated out. It seems really solid. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember that deck. So I was like, that's one you'd have to like, tell me about, because I don't remember that list specifically off the top of my head. So let's go cross wrap. Is this good enough to leave on top? So we have so if I blind Azalea, I'm just looking at a pretty lackluster turn. Or I can, I guess we're going to put this on the bottom. I don't see a reason to have that right now. So we'll go Lace with Bloodrot. We'll go Bolt and Shot for 5, go again, on hit reload. Basically, it would threaten a breakpoint 7 every turn, trying to get Earth Token, and every blue in their deck would block for 4. That does sound like really good value, honestly. I don't know that is this worth 4 points right now? I mean, that's a pretty good on hit effect. Hey, Nyan Rick Beta? Thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. So if we use Rain Razors here, we get to push through 4 extra points. It'd be a 0 for 4. I don't hate it. I don't hate that. Fatigued and Oldham on stream. Fatiguing and Oldham is pretty cool. We'll put this into our hand. That would have been a pretty cool Azalea. Yeah, let's just go 6 here. And then we'll have a pretty decent card in our arsenal next turn. I mean, I guess if I really wanted to push damage, I could snap Bullseye Bracers here and then come in for 8. But that just seems super aggressive. Like, and super aggressive in not a good way. What is this? Claw for 7? Man,
Claw for 7.
You got quite the lead on me right now. So that's going to be for 11. I'm calling it. This is the age of control and mid-range. Well, control and mid-range will be a lot of fun. So I want to keep both of my cards here to play these, and then I think I want to be able to arsenal that. Because I'm going to get to opt one, and I might have a better option here. Or maybe I don't want to do that. Having an arsenal is pretty important. I've got life to play with. I'll go to 31 here. I think this is fine. You're taking 2 off of the Pox token.
Yep.
Slowly but surely, I'm going to get you back down to 40.
Got some more life gain cards in here.
I believe you. We'll flip this face up, see what we hit. We hit an Infecting Shot. So I could put this on the bottom to come in for 4, 7, 10 with Dominate. On hit, you get a Pox token. On hit, Ponder. I don't know. Sink Below about to be in every list. I mean, Sink Below's already in every list. I don't know. I don't think this is the card we're looking for here, honestly. Let's go read and opt one. Maybe we hit something really cool here. I mean, that's a pretty good card. It doesn't get dominate, but it would be... No, it's going to be for less. We'll leave that on top because I want to draw it. Premeditate. And then we're going to go red in the ledger for 11. This is a card that demands to be dealt with. These are not the cards you're looking for. Yeah, they don't feel like the cards I'm looking for. Like, it seems like you could make some pretty interesting lines, but they definitely don't seem like the cards I'm looking for right here, for sure. Why wouldn't you Arsenal Nock, which is any arrow over fatigue shot? I guess I could have Arsenaled the Nock, played the Nock, activated Death Dealer. Well, no, then I guess I activate Death Dealer, draw a card, then play. No, I don't know, because I don't see a line there that allows me to do what I want to do. Maybe I'm going crazy. I think we're gonna Arsenal this because I want to be able to start here. Oh, now this is an interesting hand, and not what we wanted. I'll tell you that. But we can go 5, put this on the bottom. Like, if there's a line that you see with arsenaling the Nock there, I'm open to hearing about it and being wrong here. I just didn't see a line that allowed me to play the Nock without drawing a card or doing something that wouldn't allow me to actually Azalea in the card. Just pitch Fatigue and Arsenal Nock for next turn, which has reload on it. So replace any card in your hand with a dominated arrow. It probably just me, but I'm not seeing it. So if Nock has reload. Oh, Nock has reload. I got you now. So we can go 5, go again, putting this on the bottom. And then I can use Tunic to put this in and see what I draw. I like this play. I think this allows me to have at least a 13-point turn. Probably more. Okay. Like, Nick's playing a lot more defensively this game, so making me work for all those points we're going to try and push through. Make sure we don't get fatigued. Activate Death Dealer. Put this in. I guess I would rather... Arsenal the... So we're definitely going to play this. We'll go top on the Rabble. Let's do this. All right, so we're coming in for 8. On hit, you get a Pox token. Gonna be honest, I feel like I'm really not abusing Azalea. I feel like I'm just kind of playing the cards as they come up. Floating a resource, so I was like, feels like Oasis Respite here.
Yep.
Ooh, and a Reckless Swing. Oh, and the Command and Conquer. Nice play. Arsenal this. So, yeah, this definitely feels like a Nocturne, just looking at it. If we play Nock, we put Red in the Ledger on top. We'd play Rabble. We'd play Lace. We'd activate Azalea. And then we'd come in and arsenal our Fatigue Shot here. That seems like the best line. Get dominated Drill Shot? Why Drill Shot? Because it costs 0? Alright. Alright, we'll come in for 4. Let you arsenal Fatigue. Yeah, that makes sense. Red in the Ledger costs 1. That's true. So, activate Azalea. Guess I could pay for the fatigue thing, but or the aim counter, but I'm not going to. We'll come in for 7 dominate here. And you get an inertia token if it hits. Oh. Yeah, I was like, I just miscounted my resources. I mean, even if I had gotten a Red in the Ledger, it would have been fine. I would have been able to pitch this, but I think arsenaling this is a lot better than not. Yeah, we'll just pick Tunic here to give us a counter. So we flip this up. We play this, play this, play this, play that. Except this can only be played from Arsenal. Still have 2 action points. Good lord. So I guess I can block with this.
Yeah, this will be my big turn. Hopefully big turn.
I mean, yeah. Cracked hand. Premeditate works from hand. Yeah, no, Premeditate's great from hand. I just need to block with the Bolt and Shot here because I'm just going to play this, and then come in with this. Or I'm going to opt to see if I can find something better. But the Bolt and Shot's irrelevant either way. Did you just roll Scabs to start the turn? Yep, Claws for 3. I thought you said it only works from Arsenal. Oh, when I was saying that, I was talking about the my arrows, being able to play my arrows. Oh, Command and Conquer. I was not ready for that. So there's 0 ways for me to save my arsenal here. So it feels like the best line is to take it. We'll go to 14. We'll lose our Fatigue Shot. We'll get to pitch this to put this into Arsenal off Death Dealer, draw a card. We'll get to look at the top 2 cards, see what we want, play Premeditate, and then come in. Definitely wish there was a better line here, but be cool if Tunic was up. So Premeditate, put this into play, Arsenal this, or Arsenal that, and then draw the Seek and Destroy. I can just put an aim counter on it. Does an aim counter even matter here? No. Actually, putting an aim counter on it would have been hilariously terrible, because then I wouldn't have been able to play this. 8 Dominate, and then we're going to get to Arsenal Search and Destroy, or Seek and Destroy, or whatever it's called. It is Seek and Destroy. So I can take 6 to go 3, 3, 3. So that would be 7, 10, 13 with on-hit effects. And then I would be able to play this. And I can put a 1-cost from Arsenal, because I'll have Tunic up to be able to play it, which means I can put Infecting Shot in, or Fatigue Shot, depending on how Nick blocks. So I think it's right to go to 8 here and just try to have a huge turn. Or I guess I have to put a 0-coster in, because I'm gonna have to activate. Well, I guess I don't have to. Depends on what I draw off Death Dealer here. How awesome would it have been if every arrow printed had aim counter buffs, but we only just now got stuff that had aim counters? That would have been really cool. And honestly, like, really big foresight on LSS part. That would have been pretty cool. Oh wow, this is awesome. I can just Azalea here. So we'll leave this on top. We'll activate Azalea. We're going to say no. We're going to play Reed to opt 1 here. However, it would mean Azalea would be even stronger. Yes, that is very true. I guess we'll put that on top. That's not a bad one to have. Yeah, so we're going to go Seek. Sorry, Nick. I know it's taking me a minute to like sequence all of my lines here. Playing Ranger is not exactly something I'm used to. Spread the pumps out so both have go again. So I was thinking about the fact that they both have go again, and then I'm also sitting here thinking about the fact that it's the end of the game. And if Nick has a defense reaction in his arsenal, and he has a 3-block in his hand, and I come in with one of them, I don't get to reload. And I would rather use Snapdragons than I would Bullseye's Bracers, and I would rather use Bullseye Bracers on a turn after this. Now that's just personally, that's what I would rather do. So I am not going to reload. I'm going to activate Tunic. Use Death Dealer. Draw the card that I want to draw. We're going to come in for 4. We're also forcing Nick to use all of his hand here. Because because of Seek and Destroy's on-hit effect, he'll have to discard all the cards in his hand or in his arsenal at the end of the turn. How do you like the Tome of Vandals in that list? Nick?
Yeah, I like them. I only play with 2 of them though. They're good for life gain. That's 2 of my life gain cards.
I was like, they seem decent in like longer, grindier games. Uh-oh. Sorry, I gotta undo that one. I wasn't thinking. I gotta discard this card. I gotta get a 0. It was my own stupidity there. Just felt good to risk using bullseyes to threaten back back-to-back breakpoints and possibly use other equipment. Yeah. No, I mean, like, I completely agree. And like, I'm not saying that like my line was like indefinitely right or anything. I was just sharing what was going through my head there. But yeah, like it was either use Snapdragons or use bullseye bracers. And I guess you probably have more opportunities to use Snapdragons than you do bullseye bracers, so I guess the best 0 is just gonna be Drill Shot here. We discard this, we come in with Drill Shot. Block it out. That's a good one to draw. Yours made sense too. Look at us acting like 2 reasonable people who can disagree on things. The deck is very strong. The deck honestly feels like insanely strong. I've played 1 Rain Razor so far. Okay, so I guess we go 5, go again. Let's go ahead and opt 1. We'll start here. Yeah, we'll leave that on top. This seems fine. So we'll go 5, go again. Putting Spire Sniping on the bottom into play this. Arsenal the Rain Razors. I think that seems like a fine play from where we're at. We have made quite a bit of gain on the life total front. And we'll throw Remorseless here. It's cool. It's nice because defense reactions can't play, and it does punish our opponent for making them decide if they want to, if they're going to take a lot of actual actions during their turn. I'm debating if this is, I don't think this is worth 1 point, potentially 2. I think it's better to Arsenal this and try to have a big turn next turn, knowing that Nick can just throw Claw and then Arsenal a card, and I'm just stuck in the spot that I'm in anyway. We'll Arsenal this. A 3? Alright, I can live with that. Because that means you can either throw one thing or... Oh, you re-rolled? What'd you get, a 4? Hiss.
Yep.
So you come in for 3. We take 3. And then... I am actually going to block with Tunic so that we can stay at 3 and not die to a... Let's make sure they're not in here. There's one Reckless Swing. Is that all you've played so far? And you pitched one right there. So there's one left in the deck, and I think staying at 3 to not die to Reckless Swing is pretty important. I have made a goofy mistake like that more than once. So we're going to go opt 1. I don't think I want that. I think we're just going to put that on the bottom. Definitely don't want it for this. So... Be a red card? Oh, no. Throw a card to block with there. We'll go Rain Razors. Premeditate.
Yeah, that card's broken.
Premeditate?
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. So Rain Razors and Premeditate, so it's 5, 8, 10. This is 11. So if Nick has 2 defense reactions and a 3 block, or he could have 2 3 blocks and a defense reaction if we don't use the bullseye bracers. So I think it's better to use the bullseye bracers here. We'll load this up and then we'll come in. We could have used a Death Dealer to draw a card, but the odds are we're going to get the draw card here anyway off the Premeditate token, and I would have rather have pushed as much damage as I could right here. All right. I mean, we knew that was on top, but I feel like this hand is extremely broken, but I have to take a minute to figure it out. I feel like I want to play Nock. Like, I know I'm going to play Nock, I'm just not sure where. So Nock reloads, so we get to go Nock, put this into Arsenal, activate Azalea, play this, and then come in. That works for me. That's pretty good. The fact that Nock has reload on it is really good. So we can get Bolton Shot here to have go again. So it'd be 6 dominate. See what is on top first. Yeah. So if we were gonna play the Nock, why would we opt 1 first? Just out of curiosity. So we'll go Azalea. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong, Stu. I'm just curious to know why you wanted to opt before we played Nock. No, we won't pay. We'll go Lace. And then we'll come in for A Dominate. Might already have an arrow you want. I mean, I guess that's true. We could have put the Nock back in our deck and saved it for a later, a more rainy day, as opposed to doing it that way. Yeah, that would have been good too. Because if we had just hit a Remorseless off the top, I guess we could have just not played it. We could have just went ahead and we could have opted Azalea'd it in. Use Azalea's ability. I like have a stroke trying to say that. Oh no, the respite. So Nick takes 1 and goes to 2. And then we arsenal this. So I definitely should have picked Go again here. Man. The rainy day for that Nock is after 2 Reckless Swings. Lol, that's true. So if I block here and stay at 3, you're just dead to the Bloodrot Pox token. Yeah, I just noticed that.
Yeah, I just realized that too.
Do you want to undo and pay for it?
I think you would have me the next turn.
I was like, I have 3 + 3 effects in my hand, plus a Codex in my arsenal.
Yeah, I think you would have me.
I was like, so I just put a Drill Shot in my arsenal, and then I come in for 7, 10, 13.
Yeah. I'm down to play one more.
Yep, let's do it.
That was close.
That was close. Click rematch again.
I don't remember. I put some stipulation on it, but I don't know what it was. Right.
All right, I'm gonna run. I'm playing some games. Whenever I finish playing some games, if you guys are still here, I'll jump back over.
Okay.
All right.
See you guys.
Yep.
Okay, so time for the Lexi Mirror. Or not the Lexi Mirror, Azalea Mirror. This is going to be interesting. So I was looking at the Battering Bolts, but Battering Bolts, no, it's other than action cards. So I guess we can cut the Battering Bolts too. I've just been playing 64 cards. The traps don't seem that good here. You know what? Let's just play 67. Like, let's just play the 67 card special and just see what happens. Like, I don't, like, honestly, like, have not been, like, doing other things or trying other things so far. So I don't even know. What to be doing or not doing. Talishar. We're playing Azalea, and we're going second. I like to keep track of all my games so that I can keep a good read on what's happening. So we're going to pitch Deadeye to activate Death Dealer. We're going to bottom Codex. We're going to bottom Spire Sniping and then just come in for 11. I honestly, like, I straight up don't know, like, what's correct in the mirror and, like, what's good and what's not. So my opponent goes to 29 and takes a Pox token. So what do they have? What's on top? They reveal a Ravenous Rabble. All right, we're gonna go to 26 or 36 here. I don't like we're up. We have an 11-point life lead, maybe 13 currently, and so we can afford to take 4. I do want to see what the rest of their turn looks like. They play Ravenous Rabble, reveal Lace with Inertia. We'll go to 32. Hopefully we hit something pretty good so we can go seek into just like blowout play here. Remorseless for 11 is pretty good. Honestly, I don't want to get rid of our arrow and everything else blocks for 2. So I think we're just taking 11. Double Pox token is obnoxious. Huh. I don't think I really want either one of those. So we can go... Our turn's basically lackluster. Because we didn't hit an arrow in the top 2 cards, which is pretty disappointing. We'll go here, then here. Rain Razors is a good card, but I don't think we want it right now, honestly. So we can play Azalea, or we can activate Azalea, pitch Rabble. We know there's a yellow on top. So it's like nothing we're looking at doing is good right now. We're going to take another one, and then we're going to pitch Rabble to come in for 9 with Search and Destroy on hit effects, which means they can have no Rabble, or they can have no Arsenal or any cards left in their hand, so their Ponder tokens wouldn't do them any good. I am going to go to 14 here, which is a little unfortunate, which means we're probably blocking quite a bit this hand. I can always just keep the Lace with Inertia and the and just my Arsenal and use my Tunic to come in for 8 after blocking quite a bit. So that is one of our options right now. They're forced to play all their cards, though. We can block. I mean, we have 9 cards worth of block in our hand that are pretty good right now. Also, just kind of depends on what they do, how much they come in here for. We know they're not going to Azalea. What do they... Oh, they play Reed. And they opted a card to the top. Chosen mode is draw card. So they take their card from the top, which they can't Death Dealer in, which means they're forced to use Snapdragons and Bolt and Shot here if they want to attack again. I think I'm willing to take 2 here if they're not going to... I was like, if they're just going to, like, say, like, pass here, I'm willing to go to 12 and then have a pretty decent turn. Uh-oh. So I take 5 and go to 7, and then I'm going to go to 6 here. The Ponder token's irrelevant. Oh. Wait, what? I guess they just chose to do that first. So we're going to come in for 7 with on hit, give them a Pox token. And we're at 5. Feels like we've just like been playing the race and we're just losing here. Kind of surprised Carly's meeting's still going on. Figured it'd be over by now, honestly. So I think I have a better chance of blocking 6 here and just going 5 draw card. And forcing them like not to have an arsenal or anything, I think is probably our best bet at this spot in the game. Azalea Mirror is weird. I'm probably supposed to block more and like force my opponent to play like a fair game. Now, to be fair, this is also gonna be like the 3rd time they've played Remorseless this game. Oh no, is this gonna be for 8 dominate? Am I just dead here? So we block 3, 4, 5. And then I guess I can't even Death Dealer, so I'm just gonna Arsenal the Lace with Inertia so I can keep a 3 block in my hand. This game has not gone my way. I imagine that they're like the reasoning behind that is that I have played poorly. For 8? Good lord. Like, bro. We'll block 8. Oh no. Did they like Remorseless City? I just had a Remorseless played against me 4 times in like 5 turns. That's wild. So the 2 games that I picked out to highlight tonight, I picked out for a specific reason, and I kind of want to talk about a few things that happened. So let's talk about the Rhinar game first. The Rhinar game was interesting. Nick started out with a couple of Sigil of Solaces pretty early in the game and put himself to 46 pretty early. He was blocking very efficiently and taking his turns when they came. There was quite a bit of back and forth, and we were both pretty low at the end of the game. One thing you notice is that I was playing around Reckless Swing at the end of the game. I felt like where I was at, that was probably one of his only outs, was to have a Reckless Swing turn where I, went down to 2 and I just died to like one of the last Reckless Swings before we got back to pitch stack. So that was something to play around. And, honestly, I feel like Azalea just kind of outvalued Rhinar over the course of the game, which is a funny thing to think about because I'm not really used to thinking of Azalea as a value hero, but Azalea had a lot of value over the course of the game, and we were able to claw back even though we had quite a bit of a life deficit through most of the game. The second game is the Azalea Mirror. My first take on this after playing 2 mirrors so far is that the mirror is toxic. The mirror is miserable. Now, I watched Brody Spurlock and Levi Roush have a very close game with a lot of back and forth, even through an IP2. So that could just be me and my lack of experience with Ranger. But one of the guys I was chatting with tonight in the Talishar chat was saying that the Ranger mirror seemed pretty toxic and that it was pretty one-sided. I started out the game with an 11 attack Remorseless against my opponent and, put my opponent down to 29. And then my opponent took control of the game like the next turn or the turn after that, and I just never really got any daylight. I played a second game against Azalea later in the night where I also had a pretty good start, and then I just got ran over late in the game, and it was just kind of bad for me. So I don't really know, like 2 games is not a lot to judge how the matchup goes, but my first thought is that the mirror is toxic. So anyway, if you're looking to play Azalea, there's some notes on a few of the games that I played tonight. I'm looking forward to playing more games with her and learning more about her, as she is a very real deck to be thinking about playing both at the Pro Tour and to be playing at Battle Hardened Richmond. So anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by and watching the video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, throw them in the comments below. And if not, I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys.